How could I not chuck in that last clip into the intro? That was way too much fun. Hey guys, it's been a while. I'm Kessie James. Welcome to the very first show in the re-debut of my podcast. The last time we would have seen each other was during my old podcast from my old website, The Weekend Warrior. So it's been about a year since I've done this, so forgive me if I'm a little rusty, but I'm sure I'll be fine. So we're pretty much going to continue on all the stuff we were doing on the old podcast, and if you hadn't joined us before and joining us for the first time, thank you very much. Pretty much what we do around here is we check out gigs that's happening in and around your town over the week, as well as festivals that are happening and touring artists. We'll review stuff that's happening in and around your town, and we'll check out some footage that I've managed to grab at these gigs and festivals. And we are now in HD, guys. Awesome, we made the leap. Yay. So let's start by talking about the stuff that we've been able to check out since 2011 kicked along, and it's been a pretty stellar year already, and it's only February now. So let's check in on all the stuff that's been happening in and around Melbourne, which we are sweating in at the moment. At the very start of the year, we were very fortunate to check out A-Trak, who was in town for the Summer Days and Field Day Festival. He embarked on a club tour of Australia for the first time, which was pretty ace. Half of it was about a hip-hop show, and the other half was all his stuff from Dirty South Dance and Duck Sauce, so it was a real pleasure to see. So check out some footage we've grabbed and enjoy.
Doing something mean to it, doing better than anybody you ever seen. Doing screams from the haters, got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero need his theme music. No one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the power. You know what I need, want you to see everything, want you to see all of that light.
forward to this week. There's quite a bit happening in town. This week marks the arrival of the St.Jerome's Laneway Festival into Melbourne, the original home of St. Jerome's. Hey, welcome back. There's some amazing acts on the bill this year. We've got Gotcha, Cut Copy, Check, Foles, Jenny and Johnny, holy fuck, to name a few. So they're all in town, and I'm sure they'll be doing side gigs here and there. In addition to that, there's some side gigs still going on from the Big Day Out Festival, which I believe wraps up this week. Last night, MIA was in town doing a show with Die Antwoord, those crazy Africans. So, unfortunately, we weren't on hand for that, but I heard it was an amazing gig, and we weren't on hand either for the Big Day Out Festival, but our friends over at Part-Time Paparazzo were, so envious of those suckers. But I did manage to get a hold of a way into at least one sideshow, which I would have cried like hell if I didn't find my way to this one. This Thursday, so tomorrow, Lupe Fiasco is in town. He'll be doing a sideshow over, was I holding that upside down? Yeah, Lupe Fiasco. So he's in town for the Big Day Out Festival, as well as promoting his upcoming album Lasers, which we're all very much looking forward to finally releasing. I believe it's next month or so. So Lupe Fiasco, I believe, is still one of the finest, freshest, wittiest, classiest MCs in the game. So checking him out live will be a big tick of my checklist, and in regards to people I want to see, ultimate goals I want to accomplish. So it'll be awesome tomorrow night with Lupe Fiasco. I'll be snapping up some gigs and some footage for you. So check out the Wild Bunch next week for that. Also tomorrow we've got another gig. Over this past week, our friends over from Auckland, New Zealand, is that weird? Auckland, New Zealand, MayaVanya are in town. They've been in town for the past week. They did a gig over at Pretty Please in St Kilda on Saturday, which we were on hand for, and you can check out photos of the girls over at the Wild Bunch. But they've got a couple of dates left while they're still here in Melbourne. They'll both be at New Guernica. Tomorrow they'll be having their own night over at New Guernica, which I'll pop down and give them a visit after I go see Lupe, so pretty sweet deal for me tomorrow night. And on Saturday they'll be opening for Warpaint, who will be fresh from playing at the St. Jerome's Bill. They'll be doing a DJ set, so highly recommend coming down to New Guernica. MayaVanya, Warpaint, pretty hot. So come down and check out the girls down at New Guernica the next 2 dates, and for all the rest of the gigs that's happening in and around town, feel free to check out the sidebar here at the Wild Bunch, where I list them all each week. It's all on the right side. Is that going to be the right side? Either way, check out either side on the Wild Bunch. We've got all the gigs down here. So this is it. This is a really short edition of the Wild Bunch, but we'll have more for you. I'll hopefully keep doing these shows more consistently. But the biggest piece of news I've got for you guys is 5 months' time we'll be bringing the show with us to Europe and New York. So we'll be doing a European and American edition of the Wild Bunch. So we'll be checking out gigs there and hopefully catching up with some people and taking photos and all crazy stuff for those gigs. And also we'll be re-debuting once again our weekly podcasts, and I'll be getting back into doing mixes for you guys with the hottest new music in dance, electro, house, tech, R&B, indie, alternative, you name it. We'll be doing that for you again. So once again, thanks very much for joining us here at the Wild Bunch. I've been Kessie James, and hopefully I still will be after the weekend, and we'll catch you soon. Thanks guys.